They said it was sexist. They said the minifigures were sexualized. They said it's unnecessary. They said it was harmful to little girls. LEGO Friends came with a lot of controversy when it first released, but not a lot of people know the full history of LEGO Friends and instead only know about its modern day success. 90% of the people who were playing with LEGO were boys. And so they started dumping time and money into research on how they could start appealing to more girls.
We actually see ourselves as duty-bound to find a fantastic LEGO experience for girls. We are passionate about what the LEGO experience does to children around the world. I mean, the development, great experience, ability to concentrate, and it's just not good enough that we cannot do something which is really appealing to girls and delivering that same great experience.
LEGO was slowly moving toward bankruptcy and was desperately trying to figure out what they could do to reignite their toy line, and Scala was their first attempt to appeal directly to girls. But they did have one key idea that would later lead to them succeeding in exactly what they wanted. They studied how boys played versus how girls played with LEGO. What is it they focus on when they build? And a key detail is that boys would focus on the outside of a house, while girls would often want to fill each room with detail. They wanted something the figures can do inside the house, so they knew girls want detail, which inspired the new minifigures for LEGO Friends, where they were a midway point between a LEGO minifigure and a doll, where little girls could find a minifigure that resembled them, and so they could visualize themselves playing with the toy easier. And they spent 4 years experimenting with different minifigure designs and researching other elements that would expand the way a girl would play. And people were mad. In 2012, when LEGO released their first line of LEGO Friends toy sets, they were being called out for reinforcing gender stereotypes during a time when there was a massive focus on uplifting girls and women and calling out unfair and unequal treatment.
Who all hang out and have fun in some place called Heart Lake City. Heart Lake City is a pastel-colored, gender-segregated, stereotypically female suburban paradise.
This was also during the time when the inception of the feminist movement was starting to gain a lot of attraction. And then, Gamergate, and then, the entire feminist movement kind of fell apart in a lot of ways, and a lot of people were being hypocritical, and a lot of people really just didn't understand, what the feminist movement was about. And so that's a whole thing that I'm not gonna get into. So LEGO seemingly just ignored the criticism. So was LEGO Friends successful? It was. It had doubled the sales expectations that LEGO had set for the set, and then eventually it tripled